Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conservative Truth Radio. And we're pushing past all of the lies, all of the games, all of the racism, all of the leftist propaganda. And we're getting to the truth because we're fighting for our country right now. And we just want the truth, which they don't want to give us because they have perpetrated a fraud on America in their attempt to overtake America, to circumvent the Constitution, and to get to their one world order. Well, more news coming out of Pennsylvania, because in Pennsylvania, I believe this is where the stack of cards are going to begin to fall, okay? There's 20 electoral votes at stake. They've already certified Joe Biden as the winner of those 20 electoral votes. But the Republicans control the House and the Senate there, and they have filed a resolution. The Senate has filed a resolution to take back those certifications, those electoral votes, and they are going to select the electors, and the electors are going to appoint, after they go through all the tests, they're going to go through court, they're going to let President Donald Trump prove his case, and once that is proven, President Donald Trump will be awarded those 20 electoral votes, okay? See, because what these judges, what those circuit court judges are doing out there, those little small judges, not circuit court, but the smaller courts, they are not even attempting to hear the evidence. They're not even attempting to hear it. They're just throwing a case out right away because they don't want the evidence to get out. So now, because the Republicans control the House and the Senate in Pennsylvania, they are going to file a joint resolution. Senate has already filed a resolution. Now we're waiting for the House to file a resolution. And once that comes together as a joint resolution, they're going to take those electoral votes back, and then they're going to select people to certify. All right. And Senator Doug Mastriano he believes that there is precedent for this, for the courts to overturn it and give it back to Trump, citing a case back in, I think, 94, Marks versus Stinson, where the judge, there was a Democrat who won, but they found out that there was some fraud going on. He took it back and gave it to the Republican. And so there is precedent for this, and I believe it's going to happen. And once Pennsylvania does it, we're going to have the tables turned in Las Vegas, in Arizona, in Georgia, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Let's check it out. Let's see what Doug Mastriano has to say.
You're saying the Pennsylvania Senate pushed through this resolution. The House has to take up the same resolution, a similar one, then you match them. When will the House do that?
So both the House and Senate introduced the legislation today, and there'll be a day or two we're asking for the rest of the Republicans to sign on board. And then once enough get on, hopefully we could roll with that Monday. So obviously, you rightly said it's time to contact your representatives and senators to get on board if they're not.
Absolutely. Okay, so one of the problems now in Pennsylvania is this election has already been certified. We know this court appeals judge threw out the stay in that. So technically, it's been certified. I guess the battle here will be taking back the certification, even though it's already been done. How do you square that here, Senator?
So part of that is the Senate resolution, because we're saying, look, Governor Wolf didn't look into any allegations and blew them off. Secretary of State Bookvar blew off all the allegations of shenanigans. Our Attorney General, declared a winner before one vote was counted. And so the whole process has been corrupted. Nobody cares to see if there was shenanigans, cheating, fraud, and disenfranchisement. And so we're going to rise up and say, look, constitutionally, we have the final say on who the electors are. You certified an election that can't be certified because you didn't look into the allegations of cheating. So, that was a turning point in Gettysburg Wednesday when, of course, for the first time to the world, the case was made from eyewitnesses, and it's so compelling, and that anyone would stand aside, irregardless of party, and just get on board with party politics because they think their guy won is unacceptable. So we're going to reassert our authority here and try to do the right thing here and correct this entire disaster that's happened over this election cycle.
Senator, can you help me with this stat that I heard, or these numbers? The state of Pennsylvania mails out 1.8 million ballots, mail-in votes. They count 2.5 million received. I don't even understand how that's even possible in this day and age.
Yeah, so, we could put a man on the Mars, on the moon 50 years ago, but we can't conduct a free, fair, and decent election in Pennsylvania. And that number says it all. And I believe that's just scratching the tip of the iceberg here. And so it's obviously, even Stevie Wonder can see we have a problem here in Pennsylvania. And for the governor to look away and want to certify an election that has too many questions, and clearly a lot of things went wrong, that number there says it all. And
Senator, I want to make sure we play this point. By my count, you've got over 700,000 ballots that the state said they did not mail out that was returned with a vote. 700,000. We cannot brush over alone. How is the entire election not thrown out with just that number alone in Pennsylvania?
Thank you. And we have a precedent. 1994, there was a state Senate race, Marks versus Stinson, and it was a safe Democrat seat, but they couldn't help themselves. And there was so much cheating that a federal district judge threw out the results, threw out the Democrat that won that election, and put the Republican who lost because it was compromised. So if the Trump administration can make the case that it's that bad, if not worse, in areas of the state, you're going to see things flip.
Yeah. Well, Senator, I'll tell you what. Thank you for this fight. I mean, this is what happens when you get an Army colonel in the state Senate. And so we get things done. And I appreciate you, Senator Doug Mastriano. Thank you. Keep up the fight. Keep us posted as well.
Well, there you have it, folks. I believe that this stuff is, after Pennsylvania goes, the whole nation is going to go. Georgia's going to flip. I believe Georgia's going to flip in this next week. This week that's coming up, Georgia is getting ready to change. It's getting ready to turn because Sidney Powell is over there unleashing the Kraken. And George Kemp, the governor, Brian Kemp, and that Secretary of State are compromised, and it's going to be revealed this week. So just hold tight, everybody. I know that there is a hearing here in Arizona on Monday, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to bar my way in there. I have contacts with some high-ranking people, and hopefully they'll get me in the door. But I'm definitely planning on being there. I'm going to be early because I want to see justice and righteousness in this country. Forget these people that's trying to hold up racism and the black vote being suppressed and all that stuff. Let me tell you something. If you don't have enough wherewithal to get up and go vote and get an ID where you can vote, well, then that's your problem. You don't deserve to vote, okay? If you can't get up, get in the car and go vote and get enough nerve in yourself to get up off your bed and off your couch and go get an ID, well, then you don't need to be voting in this country. There's folk coming from other countries fighting to get in this country, and the first thing they do is get an ID. So we don't want to hear anything about that. Listen, let's let it all play out in court. Let's let us see what's happening. Let's get those machines dominion. Let's check it all out, and let's see if there is anything going on with these signatures, okay? So then after all of that, we will select our president, which we already have, and it's President Donald Trump. Go ahead, subscribe to my channel here, Conservative Truth Radio. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see y'all on the next video.